Good morning, everyone. It's Dr. Arlene Dihamko, the Multidimensional MD. Thank you for joining me for episode 108 for 4 types of meditation. And I wanted to go through this today because people often ask me, how do I do what I do? How could I learn to be more intuitive? How could I help to help my own treatment? And so I wanted to talk about these 4 common types of meditation that I use every day. And my overarching mission is really to help wake up medicine and bring the intuitive aspects back in practical and tangible ways so that you can access deeper healing. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. You can comment, let me know where you're from. If you have any questions along the way, then let me know. So first, I'm going to go through how I started meditating because I think it's helpful to hear about it. I didn't start meditating really until my 20s in my pediatric residency. I was in the Bronx and I was pretty stressed out, and it was just following that flow of life. It's like those life signs that get put right in front of you, literally, because I was walking down the sidewalk and I was thinking, if I don't do something about my health, about just my own self-care and wellness, I felt like I was going to get sick. I had some reflux that was waking me up at night. I was just feeling like really stressed and nervous and not totally trusting myself. And so I looked up and I saw a yoga sign. And so I walked in and I signed up for yoga. And as part of that yoga training, we were meditating, and I'd never meditated before. In the beginning, it's kind of awkward because you feel like you're sitting in this quiet and the stillness and you're not used to it. But over time, I found that it would really expand my perceptual abilities. I started to see different colors. I started to notice things. I started to feel much calmer and less stressed. So when we were in the emergency room and we would get a call that somebody was coming in with a big injury, then the clerk even said to me, "Why are you so calm and everybody is running around like crazy?" And so I saw that it was having this ripple effect, like other people were noticing and other people were also getting to benefit from that calm, because we were in an inner city hospital and things were crazy on a daily basis. It felt like very chaotic. You never knew what was going to happen. And so I could still be this calm in the middle of this chaos. So literally, like, even in the emergency room, when you never know what to expect, you never know what's going to walk in. And one of my attendings would, if there was a parent that was really upset, he would say, "Arlene, you go talk to them. You go take care of them." And I would say, "Why me? I don't know as much as you do." And he would say, "Yes, but you're nurturing and you're nourishing. You'll just know what to do with them." So I attribute that to um, creating this meditation practice. And on top of that, like, my physical symptoms got better, my reflex went away completely and permanently. And this is how I'm able to show up at my practice every day and for the cranial osteopathic treatment. So I basically stay in meditative state all day. So I'm going to go through 4 types of meditation and examples of how you can start to use them immediately in your life as well. So the first one is a breathing meditation. So our breath is our way of being able to access the autonomic nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system is called that because it doesn't have to be under conscious control. Your breathing, your heart rate, your blood pressure, sweating, digestion, sleep, all of those things do not have to be under conscious control. However, you can help and influence your nervous system through your breath. So one of the easiest breathing meditations I tell people to do is just the long exhale, or sometimes I call it a singer's long note or a sigh breath, because there's a reason why your body feels like sighing sometimes. It just needs to exhale all this tension that it holds onto. So if you were to do a very simple breathing meditation, it would to breathe in slowly. So And then maybe breathe in a little bit more than you think you can. And then a nice slow exhale. You could do that through the mouth and nice and slow. As long as possible, because that exhale, that long exhale, helps to boost the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your calming, your rest and digest response. So it helps to bring down blood pressure, helps to bring down your respiratory rate, your heart rate, helps to soothe the nervous system. And then the in breath represents the sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight response. And really, when the two are in balance, it feels good. But most people have a bit more sympathetic tone, which means they have a bit more of that fight or flight and need a boost in the parasympathetics. So I walk patients through breathing exercises all the time, even during their cranial osteopathic treatments, because it's so great to be able to teach someone to participate in their own health. So then it's not me doing everything, it's you actually helping get yourself better. And so one thing I'll commonly walk patients through is just adding that breath. So first, to notice where the tension is in the body. So a lot of people will have tension right here, especially nowadays, over their chests, like this weight on the chest. And I talk about this a lot in uncurling, unfolding the heart. And so first is just notice that physical tension. If you do feel any weight there, just notice it. And without any other purpose except to notice with this neutral, loving awareness. And then you're going to add your breath and to breathe into that tension. You don't have to do anything about it. You don't have to feel like you have to change it, to hold on to it, or to push it away. It's really you're doing nothing about it except for adding your awareness and your breath. And your body so loves it when you pay attention to yourself and love yourself and add that breath, which is really like spirit coming through into your body. So you can try that now. Just breathe into any tension you might feel, maybe in your chest or anywhere in your body. And then after, it doesn't have to take too long, but you can take as long as you need to. It could just take some minutes or even less time. And you might start to feel a softening as you add your breath and listen to that tension and do nothing with it. It starts to have some wiggle room, a softening, a bit of release, or a bit of expansion. And then the next step I ask patients to go through is to go deeper into the tension, not to find it, but to go onto another layer of the tension and to breathe and notice the emotional tension in that area. So whatever emotions come up, there's no right or wrong to it. It's completely fine. You are allowed to feel whatever you feel. And then when you acknowledge it and add your breath to help process it, it's like it starts to flow through you, can start to move or dissipate. And then anything you go through starts to become like this wave that just passes through you. And that builds so much resilience so that no matter what you're going through, have gone through, are going through now, that you can breathe through it, notice it, love yourself through it, and help it process. So just like a wave, you're just flowing through life and letting it flow through you. So you can try that at home. I am happy to help walk you through that in more detail. We could spend so much time on any of these one meditation practices, but this is one that I commonly use with patients. So the next type of meditation is a visualization or imagination kind of meditation. And this is you really becoming the co-creator of your life. So you're co-creating with the universe, with the oneness. And so it's noticing what is it that you desire in life? What would you like to be, see, have, feel in life? And so you can use your breathing and play whatever your dreams are like a movie, as if it's already happened. So if you were to imagine that there is no time and whatever your dreams are already happening, and then really feel it with all your senses, your vision, your healing, your body sensations, your emotional feeling, and your whole body and being. And then you can just practice feeling it like that. And what that does is it brings that vibration of your dreams into your being. And then you can go further and add some gratitude for your dreams as if they are already happening. So if you imagine the universe is so abundant that there is enough for everybody, and that means for you too, and there's enough for all of your dreams to come true for everybody. And then start to feel thankful for that as if it's already happening. So that gratitude will supercharge your meditation even more. So it brings this vibration into your energy field, so that all you have to do is keep taking steps and live out and let your dreams unfold. So it's just like nature. If you were to see a flower bud and then let it grow and blossom, that's just like you. So when you use these visualization, imagination practices, it is you just allowing yourself to blossom. And all you have to do is keep taking steps to live your life fully, and know that your dreams are also looking for you. So as you keep moving, as you keep that momentum, you're already living it. You're already living your dreams. It's just now unfolding out in time, so you can see the story unfold. So the third type of meditation is a talking meditation. And I consider prayer to be a kind of talking meditation, talking to the universe, talking to the oneness, asking for help, and again, giving thanks, and knowing that you're truly never alone. So I will ask this every day. I will set my intention for it. And it's not only the having courage to ask for help, or the willingness to ask for help, but it's allowing yourself to receive it as well. So this is how I set my compass every single morning. Is I do a talking meditation. I ask for help, and I ask for help to help me to see through the eyes of love, to hear through the ears of love, to feel through love, to sense through love, to breathe through love, and to be love, to speak love, and to act through love. So I will go through that every single morning, and that really helps to settle me into the day. And then I'll repeat it also anytime there's like any kind of ripples in the day, or you feel unsure or uncertain, or feel maybe like a little kind of stuckness and not sure what direction to go in, then that's what I will repeat this again. Let me see through love. Let me hear through love. Let me speak through love. Let me feel through love. Let me be love and act through love. And so that helps to tune your compass towards a true north, towards love. So it will shift your perspective, and it will help give you so much guidance along the way. So you can start to see how it tunes your compass so that you can hear and listen and receive inner guidance, which takes us to the fourth type of meditation, which is a listening meditation. So you've asked for help. Now it's time to get really quiet and still and listen to those whispers behind your thoughts. So many people have a lot of chitter chatter in their head. It makes you feel really ungrounded. So the energy is rising and those thoughts are going, going, going. So those thoughts are an electrical charge. Now it's difficult, it's harder to hear those whispers behind your thoughts when your own thoughts are so loud. So it's just breathing into your loud thoughts, allowing them to ease some, and then listen to the whisper behind them. It can still sound like your own voice, but it's this kind, loving, supportive voice, always like that. So if it's ever something else, that's not your inner guidance. It's not those whispers behind your thoughts. And so the more still you are, the more quiet you are, the more you'll be able to listen and receive that inner guidance. And so that first step is like to get quiet so that you can listen, and then to remind yourself that you are more than your mind, you're more than your body, you're also this soul, and the three came together for this human experience. So when you meditate for answers, you're allowing that soul part of you that is connected to the oneness to receive answers into your mind and body. And then you can listen with that with your inner thoughts, those whisper behind your thoughts, but you can also listen through all your senses, through what you see in life, through what you notice, through the feelings that you get, or the body sensations. Maybe you get some goosebumps with a heart opening because somebody said something that so resonated with you, and that's your confirmation that you're taking those steps and letting your dreams unfold because you're already living them. And so it takes patience to do this. And the more you practice it, it's like exercising a muscle, the more you get used to it. And then it starts to become more natural, and your normal, like more your usual way of being. So it's like you can reset your baseline, and you can tap into any of these 4 types of meditation any time of your day. 1, the breathing meditation. 2, the visualization, imagination meditation. 3, the talking meditation or prayer. 4, a listening meditation. Listen to that inner guidance and those whispers behind your thoughts. And, for me, they really all blend. When we're explaining meditation, we can break it down into these pieces, but I don't necessarily think about it that way when I'm meditating. So it's kind of all becomes part of each other because I'm breathing, I'm imagining things. You might feel like the listening meditation is an imagination because you're imagining things that are being said to you through those whispers behind your thoughts, and then you're asking for help at the same time. So it's more fluid for me than a strict like I'm doing this kind of meditation now, then this kind, then this kind. And so when I walk patients through it, it's also more fluid like that. So I never know what kind of meditation that I will ask a patient to participate in. It's really whatever is called for at that moment. And then I use my inner guidance to know which one is called for at that moment. And that it's meaningful to you because it will really strike a chord. It will sometimes often bring tears for patients, like as they're going through this, even just the breathing, they will feel things ease up and they'll feel this expansion in their physical being. So the tension in the chest and the fascia over the lungs and the heart. And then they'll also feel a lightness in their heart field, and then also just this expansion in their being where it's like they can lift up and stand taller and just feel much more expanded. So I hope that gives you somewhat of an overview of these 4 common types of meditation and how I use them. And there's so much more detail we could go through with this, but you don't need all the details. It's just a matter of getting started, of taking one step and then another step and then another step. And if you just do any one of these small meditations consistently every day, then you will see that your life will shift. Your life will change in a direction that you would like it to, that you hope for it to. And I've seen this in so many people, and they feel more balanced and grounded physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And they really step into the truth of who they are, these light beings, all love, and really get to step into living fully and in the flow. So if you have any questions about these meditations, please leave a comment, send me a message. You can also find me on Instagram at All Worlds Health, on Facebook at All Worlds Health and Pediatrics, and you can sign up for my e-love letters. I send them out every Wednesday. You can find them at allworldshealth.com. And for a couple announcements, we do have some classes upcoming, so you can check those out on the event page on the website, allworldshealth.com. And I also am doing some beta classes to explore expanding your perceptual abilities to access multidimensional healing. So this Sunday, August 28th, I'll have an in-person class on reading your own heart and connecting with others by reading your heart. So we still have a few spots available. If you would like to sign up or would like more information, just message us. And you can also find that information on the events page on the website. So lots of love to all of you. I so love you being here with me. And I will see you next week, next Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, on another episode of the MultiDimensional MD. Have a beautiful rest of your week. And I believe in you, so I hope you believe in you too.